Could you tell us what did you do to your daughter that made them so upset? He got quiet. She said, speak up. We don't have all.
It takes me to, you've seen a lot of people probably come in for a lot of different reasons through state and through Fed. What was probably the weirdest reason someone was in jail, in prison with
you? You meet all kind of people who have all kind of charges and allegedly say they was innocent or say, they did this, that, and the third. And a lot of it sound good. But at the end, sometimes you find out these people was just blowing smoke up your ass. So unless you see the paperwork and understand that verbatim and shit, this is what happened, then it's a lot of gibberish people will tell you just to keep you off their ass.
Yeah, I'm thinking like somebody going in for like one charge to make them either selves feel tougher or even to change the fuck up shit they did. They might, can they lie about it?
Because I've had dudes that'll sit at the damn table with me and drink coffee. You know what I'm saying? Well, they would call it a pretty. We'll sit and have a pretty, you know what I'm saying, which is peppermints and coffee mixed in together or Jolly Ranchers thrown into it and shit. And we're sitting there and we're just sitting up there and drinking and talking and shit. And I'm like, where you from? You know what I'm saying? And he asked me the same thing. What you here for? And a person to tell their story and you be like, that shit don't sound right. Like I've had people literally sit and tell me in my face, all I did was this, and I know this about the government, and they was gonna kill me, and this, that, and the third. So they set me up. They took this from me and stuff, and I'm like, you got 20 years for that because you know something. Like, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
do a lot of people come with conspiracies?
A lot of people, you have your fair share of people come through there with conspiracy stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? But then, like I say, until you hear both sides of the story, you really ain't got no choice but to go with what they say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you from Adam. You could tell me and shit that you in here because you turned the tree blue. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody come up in here and say that nigga lying, you know what I'm saying, or the paperwork display that's not what you're here for. I gotta take what you say for self-value. You know what I'm saying? Point in case, when I was going to court for my charge, I'm shackled next to a dude, a white dude and shit, bald head white dude, right? And we're back there eating a Johnny sack, waiting on them to call us.
Story back. And I want you to kind of bring it back in the sense that this is what he tells you. Like he tells you, he when he introduced himself, he talks about the marijuana charges.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, bring that back, and then bring back how much he had.
Okay, so here we are shackled together, me and this dude, right? Bald head white guy. And I'm like, throwing little small little scenarios out and shit, because we both finna get sentenced. So I'm like, what you in here for? He's like, oh man, I got caught with like so many pounds of marijuana. So I'm like, shit, how many? He said 365 or 67, something like that. So I'm like, God damn. So I'm like, shit, I might have to come holler at you and shit when all this shit is over. We're going to have to link up.
Come up.
You know? So he's like, yeah, man. So he's like, yeah, man. So we get to Sherman, right? And we're back there in the back of the courtroom and stuff, locked up in this thing. They bring us some Johnny sacks. We're back there eating. So we're talking and shit, and he making me really think he knows what he's doing, like growing marijuana, because that's all he's back there talking about. So I'm like, damn. I say he ain't gonna hit you with that much time, bro. You know. So he's like, so hope not. So they call us. Bam. They're escorting us. We change. We get through the courtroom and shit. There's like 4 or 5 white people back there. His wife, his daughter, middle daughter, and 2 other cats. I don't even know who they was to him. But he spoke like, hi, Mary. And she's looking at him like, don't fucking talk to me. Like, who you disgust me. You know what I'm saying? That's the look she gave him. So I'm like, God damn, bro, like, how bad was it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did they have nowhere to sleep or something? So he was just like, So we sit down there and cuff us. They bring him up front. He's talking. The judge is talking. So the judge said, sir, can you state for the courts your place of employment? He says, Sunrise Daycare Academy. And she says, what do you do for them? He says, I drive the van. I go pick up the kids, drop them off, pick them up, bring them back home. She said, how long have you been doing this? He says, for several years. So I'm like, what the fuck this got to do with weed, man? You know what I'm saying? So she said, so is that your wife, daughters, and your nephews or whatever back there in the back? And he goes, yes, it is, Your Honor. Could you tell us what did you do to your daughter that made them so upset? He got quiet. She said, speak up. We don't have all day. So I'm looking at shit. I'm like, so the dude next to me, right? I'm looking, I'm like, this is some fucking weed. He's like, man, this dude a cold pedophile, man. And I say, man, I'm gonna kill him. I'm like, I'm wishing I could get out these damn cuffs now and shit, just run up on this stupid ass. Cause bitch, you played me. You know what I'm saying? You lied to me all the way over here. You lied to me in the back. You just kept me going and shit instead of saying, man, I fucked up this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Now, I probably would have beat you in these chains and tried and shit while back there, but that's about all I could do to you. You know what I'm saying? But now, when we get back, bitch, I'm fucking you up. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere I can, I'm fucking you up. But I just say this to say.
Do you blame him?
For lying?
Yeah, for like being scared. This is sometimes people's first time.
You weren't scared to touch that baby?
Yeah. No one wants the action that they did to someone done to them. They just,
Yeah,
but
you wasn't scared to touch that child. Well, really both of your daughters. Because the sick shit I heard them say was that you even had installed micro cameras at the edge of their showers and watched these babies shower every day, take baths. And then you had the nerve to get on the internet and trade videos with other sick motherfuckers overseas. They found you with thousands of pictures of all these kids that you're supposed to pick up, bring to the daycare, and drop off. You had a whole secret room in the house and shit that couldn't nobody get in, where you did all your sick ass shit in. So what's to feel sorry for you about?
How many people?
Why would you even be scared?
Do you feel a lot of people play that tactic? Like, man, you don't really want to know what I really did, or they don't want no one to know what they really did, so they're gonna talk about some weed or some, I got caught, gun charges.
But it's gonna come to the light anyway. So why lie about it? Because personally, I thought that if you had these kind of charges on the way to court, they would separate us. That, But they don't care. They just, you, wait, psh, such, psh, psh, shackle y'all together and shit, and they put y'all in the seat together. They don't give a fuck what y'all done. To them, both of y'all fucked up.
I think sometimes laws know that someone has a real messed up charge where they want something bad to happen to them. So they'll put them in a scenario for something to happen to them. Like, based on you being a pedophile or something, are we going to we're going to tip people off, let them know that
they do tip off.
This is what it is.
They do tip off. Now in the state and shit, they tip off to the point they'll get you fucked up. In the feds and shit, it's not even gonna go that far because you got an opportunity and shit to shake the spot before you even get there. You know what I'm saying? They already know when you come to their door what the fuck you did. So if you bold enough to get off that bus, you enter at your own risk. Because they gonna tell you. They gonna fuck your ass up. They gonna tell you. Enter at your own risk. If you this gang, you that gang, don't come here. You know what I'm saying? Don't come here. You did anything on any other farm and shit that was disrespectful and shit, believe me, it beat you here. If you know you got shit going on right now in the courts and shit, you on TV and shit, and it's you could have did it and you might have not did it type situations and shit, ain't nobody waiting. You guilty, nigga.